The gods want Prasad. It was the day that 8 divine angels were feeding Ghanshyam and his friends by the fish pond. Sitting under the shade of the mahua tree, the boys were enjoying themselves, eating the heavenly delicious food. Watching this happy scene from their heavenly abode, the gods, Brahma and Shiva, were filled with joy to see their little lord. They longed to taste Prasad, food that had been blessed by the touch of Ghanshyam's hand. But how could they do this without letting his friends know who they were? Then Brahma had an idea. They would enter the pond in the form of fish, and when Ghanshyam went to wash his hands after eating, they would be able to nibble on the scraps from his hands. In a flash, both the gods were little fish swimming in the pond, waiting anxiously for Ghanshyam to finish his meal. Ghanshyam and his friends had had their fill. Rubbing their full little bellies, the friends stood up and headed for the pond to wash their hands. But Ghanshyam, being God, knows everything. He knew that Brahma and Shiva were waiting for him in the pond, and he wanted to play games with them. "Stop!" he called to his friends. "There are crocodiles in the pond, and when they get the taste of food from our hands, they may come to eat us too." The boys were scared. Then Ghanshyam took a bowl and scooped up water from the pond and brought it to them to wash their hands in. Brahma and Shiva, swimming as fish in the pond, heard all this. They had been tricked by Ghanshyam. "Now, what can we do?" they thought. Then Shiva had an idea. "Let's take the form of holy men," he said, "and then we can beg for food from him." In a flash, the 2 gods appeared on the banks of the pond as sadhus, clutching their bowls for collecting food. Approaching Ghanshyam, they folded their hands in prayer and asked for food. But Ghanshyam knew who they were and wanted to continue to play games with them. "I'm sorry," he said, "but we finished all the food. You'll have to go to the village and ask the people there." The gods then realized that Ghanshyam was just playing games with them. Smiling sheepishly, they resumed their true forms. "My lord," said Brahma, "we thought we could take Prasad from you without you knowing it. But you know everything. Nothing is hidden from you." Then Shiva spoke. "Sweet Lord, won't you bless us with your Prasad?" Smiling at the 2 gods, Ghanshyam went to the pond and, filling a bowl with water, handed it to them. Eagerly the gods drank the water down. Then, bowing before Ghanshyam and thanking him, they vanished from the scene and returned to their heavenly abode.